Alright, today we're going to go over a tutorial on how to use the menu here on my brother PE535 embroidery machine. I already got my hoop set, magnet stabilizer, got the money bag I digitized and stitched out a few minutes ago. Came out almost perfect. But anyway, here's the screen you will see when you cut your machine on. Or at least mine, this is what it looks like. So we'll just go over what you see here. So we got options already loaded, preloaded images. You can just tap on it, see what it looks like, how big it is. It tells you up here the size, how many millimeters width and height, and then if it'll fit. And see, it doesn't fit in the little small hoop, only the 4x4. All right, and over here it's telling you there's 9 pages of designs. So we'll go down here and move over. We're on page 2. And you can just scroll through and see your different designs, tap on them, and see what it looks like. All right. Let's go back. Bam. And press here. Same thing. I did stitch this one out, and this took like 45 minutes for this. It took a long time, but it came out perfect. I don't have a copy of it. There's only 4 pages of this. Just some preloaded stuff. That way you get a feel for it, and something like this will take a long time. You're probably going to have to fill your bobbin 2 times to finish that. Preset letters, okay. But mainly what we're going to focus on, this is just outlines if you need that. Stitch a circle hard around something, put something inside. Anyway, we're going to focus on this. And placement, changing the color. We'll just start with the basic block letters at the top, and as you can see, you got your letters, and if you want to see all your options, capital to lowercase, all right there. Your numbers and symbols. If you want to add your trademark, boom, 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 on your design. Speak a different language. 3, 4, all good, but we're not going to do that, so I'm just going to put 2A2G. So we got 2, go to the A, and it automatically goes to large until it's too much, then it'll tell you. So watch, let me show you. So I just put 2A2G, 2A. See, it's automatic here telling me that it's already too big for this small hoop, so we can only use 4x4. And 2G. See, pattern extends outside of the embroidery frame. Add no additional characters. So it's telling me at large, 2A2 is the only thing that will fit going across. So what you can do, put it on medium, give yourself more room. And G. So now it fits. 2A2G, no problems. It already tells us the width and the height. Set. And there's our pattern. Yeah, hold on. Let me finish this. All right, so here's our screen for your pattern. You can move it around. I'll press move, and you use this to move your design however you want. Press OK. Next is the size, and you can make it smaller. And just hold this, and it'll shrink it like so. And the bottom one to make it bigger, like so. And you can squeeze it down. You can make it taller. You want to stretch it out, you can bring it in. A little accordion. Stretch it back out. You could change the size. You could put small, right? Medium, large probably won't fit. Don't even give me that option. I can't even press large. All right, but that's that for your size. Rotate. Let's check rotate. 90 degrees. Boom. If you need to turn it, put on the beanie, or you want something sideways on a hat, on the sleeve, wherever you're gonna put it. Upside down, depending on how you hoop it, it might be easier to do it upside down. Hoop your garments upside down if you're stitching on the bottom of something. And you can rotate. You can do 10 degrees. You want that slant effect, just to give us a little more flavor. 1 degree at a time. All right, perfect. Okay, we'll do that colors. We'll come back to that last. All right, we got this. The density, you can change the density. Normally, I don't know enough about that to bother that, so I never change the density. It'll just make it tighter, and depending on what you're embroidering on. Font edit. From here, you can change to a different font if you want it to look one of these preset fonts that we have on here. If you don't like what you see, you can always go back and change it for free. Boom. I kind of like this one. That's too skinny. This one is good. We'll use that. Okay. Font edit. And we changed it. Yeah, we did that already. Array. Let's see what that does. This can give it a little more flavor. You can curve it on top. Curve it like that. Boom, going straight up and down, which is cool. Big circle. I like that. Inside the circle. And this one will stretch it out. And this will bring it circle in. Alright, so here you can stretch it out. As far as it'll go, let's try this one. Let's stretch it. Yeah, see, it's pulling it back in, and this pulls it out. I like that. So we should, I don't want to do that. I think I'll do that. Which one? Let's try that. I like how that looks. Okay, we got the array. Let's try this. And I believe this just stretches the letters out. Like that. And you can bring them in. Boom. Perfect. A, B, C, small, medium, and large. If you want to pick certain letters to, let's go back. So this one right here, if you need certain letters that you want bigger or smaller, all right, which is cool. So let's make this 2 bigger. Boom. All right, let's scroll over and make the other 2 bigger. Boom. So it's at 23 and 60. Let's make it even. Oh yeah, perfect. All right. And then if I want, I can make one letter small and bring it large. All right. So you can customize pretty good on here. Okay. So we did font. You can delete if you don't like it. This option I never press, but let's see what it does. It's just loaded from my USB over here if you needed to, but let's go back. All right, so we did everything but the colors. So now let me show you how. Forget how to change the colors. You can change the colors one by one. Well, here you can change it as a whole because everything is highlighted. All right, so you can just touch the screen. We can make it purple, red, whatever. If you don't need to scroll to the next page, brown, blue, whatever color you want. But let me see how to font edit. Oh, multicolor. Maybe that's it. Can't get it. How do we do it? I don't do this often enough to know how to remember. Let's see. Oh, it automatically does it. That's it. That's how we did it. So we go to font edit and tap on multicolor, and that'll give you the option to go back to colors. And now I can make them all whatever color I want. So 2 is highlighted. Let's make that red, and then we press up here on the plus, and it brings up the A. We'll leave that blue. It brings up the next 2. Let's make that red again. And G, you know what, let's make that yellow. But let's go back to the 2. I want all of them different colors. And, oh, no. I want the next page. Next page. Let's make that something bright. Pink is good. So red, blue, pink. and yellow. So that's 4 colors. So that's the screen. Oh, this plus. If you want to zoom in to your, see how zoom in it is. You can look up close if you want, but I never zoom in or not. And here is just the hoop. This is what it's gonna look like when it's done. You can zoom in, see what it looks like, where it's gonna be inside the hoop when you place it. So let's move it so we can see where it'll be in the hoop. So now we go back up here and we look, and you see that's where it'll be inside the hoop. So whenever you put your garments on there, you know where it's going to be placed. You can already get a visual. And that's what it's going to look like when it's done. All right. Okay, so now we're ready with our design. Press embroidery end. And now you can move it freehand up and down. So we'll do it over here. So I move it up, and it moves up and down to the left, and it'll give you a little beep when you can't move no more. See? Double beep. If you want to rotate, again, you can bring that back here. Oh, can't move it. It's too close to the corner. So if you want to rotate, boom, and it's back. Okay. What does this do? No, that's just moving. This will go around. I never use this. This will just bring around the design so you can see where it's gonna go. So we'll go to the top left, and we'll come down to the bottom left corner, and the middle, and the right, and you can just see your square, so you can see where you at. And it looks good. Press OK. Right here, this will do the same thing, and you can see where it's at. So let's make sure it's not gonna embroider over the money bag, which looks good to me. But I want to maximize space, so I'm going to move this to the top left. Oh, wait. There we go. And it's ready to embroider. And that's that. And we'll just embroider our designs. I'll be right back when it's done. Oh, so forgot to explain this screen. So what we have here is all the designs, how long it's going to take. Design 1, the red, and it gives you the color and the number of the thread if you have it. I just put like a burgundy. It's not that big a deal, but it does tell you the color. So when you buy embroidery thread, they have the numbers on top like this. See, it's 810, that pink, and it comes 810. All right, so the thread, let me show you the thread that I use. This new brothered embroidery thread. I just found it on Amazon. So it's telling you how many total stitches, 953, and it should take 3 minutes total. 1 of 4, which is the first one, it's on number 1, and then when it finishes, it'll go to 2, and so forth. From here, you can skip ahead if you want. If I wanted to, oh, the needle must be up, otherwise it won't work. Safety measure. The needle is down. Oh, so if you ever got to make any adjustments while you're doing it, you need to press this button here, lift the needle, and then it should be work now. There we go. You can move ahead, right? If you need to redo something or go back. So first, let me show you this plus or minus to skip to the next color. 2. Oh, wait. I think it was on 150. Oh well. Anyway, I'll say I want to skip to number 2. Now it's on the A. Say I want to skip to number 3. Now it's on the 2 again on the last one. Say I want to go to the end, the 4-4, boom, right there. So let's go back. And you can skip ahead by 1. By 1s. You can skip ahead by 10s. And it'll move ahead to whatever part you missed. See, it's going around the 2. You can skip ahead by 100s. I'm on the next letter. All right. And that's that. All right, we're done. with the, let me try and get this out. We're done with the design. So you see we got 2A2G, and it came out exactly how it was supposed to be. Boom. But you see this 2 here? There's a little gap, and this 2 has no gap. That's because when I reset it and it went back to 0, I moved forward to about 100 when I should have put it at 80. So it was probably stopped at stitch 80, but I moved to 100, so it missed those few stitches. That's why it came out like that. Otherwise, it would have came out like this, looking exactly how it was supposed to. Same colors and everything. Got the money bag. I'm working on digitizing. Trying to figure this out. Try to digitize this Peppa Pig, but for my daughter, but it didn't come out how I wanted it to. But I'm still learning. But anyway, that's how you use the interface and the touchscreen. I like this machine specifically because it's color. Everything's in color, so you have no mistakes that you can make with your color issues because it tells you. Besides it only being a 4x4 hoop, that's the only thing. I'm trying to save up and get one of those big machines so I can just press like an 8x8 if they make that, or 10x10, whatever. But 4x4, you can get a lot done. Made some boxing gloves, God mode. No, I made a 49 thing, but it didn't come out exactly. I missed a little bit, but working on my digitizing. Piccolo, the J's, the King. This came out cool. And my favorite character, Vegeta. That was nice. But that's how you use the interface. You can do it all with this machine. That's that.